Hey guys, hope you're doing well. It's Ryan here with DP Marketing Services. Thanks for chiming in. If this is your first time, if you've never heard of us, if you don't know who we are, what we do, hey, a special welcome to you. We basically at DP Marketing Services, we work only with plumbers, with HVAC contractors to grow their business. That's all we do, and we've gotten pretty dang good. We don't like to toot our own horn, but seriously, if you're struggling getting good results, finding customers, getting your phone to ring, hitting new sales goals, getting from a 1 mil to 2 mil mark, we'd love to talk to you because that's all we do. We love helping you make more money. So today we're coming at you with a video about a thing that's been rolling out. It's been rolling out for just under a year at this point, and it's starting to become a little bit more prolific nationwide, and it is impacting how customers will find your business online. So you've probably seen it, Google Home Services. Now, a lot of contractors, and you probably feel the pain too, right? It's this idea of, gosh dang it, you're tired of paying Google money. Like you pay them checks every month, sometimes $2, $3, $4, $5,000 a month for AdWords. And it's like, gosh dang. And then you're also, maybe you're doing like a home advisor and Angie's List and you're paying per lead that way. You just kind of feel like you have all these sources that are just kind of chinging you just to get this traffic in. And so now Google's going to come on scene and it's going to put a new competitor in, this home services. So if you don't know what this is, so if you're in a market that hasn't yet had it roll out to you, here's the bottom line. When you do a search, you can do a search in your area right now. You'll type in your city name, plumber, your city name, AC repair, doesn't matter. And you'll see your search engine. And how this works, at the top of the list used to be AdWords. The first 3 or 4 businesses were going to be ads, right? They'd be marked with the ads, AdWords. Those are still there. Except now, with the home services, those things got moved down a row. And now we have this top banner, which are what they call Google-sponsored listings. They're guaranteed by Google. You'll see a green check mark. So here's how this works. This is different than AdWords. Completely different system, different marketing budget for your mix. Where AdWords you're paying per click, so you don't really pay to have your ad shown until someone clicks on it, right? You probably know the drill. With home services, it is pay per lead. So now we're closer to the world of like a home advisor than we are the AdWords. So your business shows up. Somebody can actually click on your business. These businesses are not bid on at the same type of strategy that you would an AdWords strategy. So with an AdWords strategy, you're saying you're picking the clicks, you're picking the territory, you're picking, okay, how are we optimizing for certain devices? You don't really do the same math with a home services ad as you do an AdWords ad. Home services, they're going to be sorted based on customer reviews. That's a big one. The reviews of your customers are going to help prioritize where your company ranks. And the other is where your company's geographic proximity is based on the customer search. So throwing this out there, if your company is actually headquartered in Denver and you have a customer in Lafayette, you are going to be taken into the equation of if there's another company who's closer in Lafayette with great reviews, chances are that company will outrank you in that particular search for the home services section. Still different than AdWords. You can still compete there. But based on the reviews, based on the proximity of your customer, will determine where you actually rank. So this is important for a couple of reasons. One, reviews are now a huge criteria. So if you haven't actively been managing your customer reviews, you are going to get the short end of the stick. It's going to be really hard for you to compete with these companies who've been doing active generation of reviews for a while. So it means, especially if you're in Denver, there's a couple HVAC shops there who have over 200 reviews. They've been at that game for a while. So if you're a startup, if you're $1 million shop and you don't really have the vans running, it really becomes very important that you actively make sure that your techs in the field are doing great service and they're getting those reviews back to Google because they're going to rank you that way. 2, this is pay per lead. Everyone gets the same price. So maybe you're in a market where it's a $25 per lead. That's $24 for everybody in the entire market. So, excuse me, it doesn't matter if you're a huge shop and you have tons of dollars to throw at the campaign, you still have that same per lead budget that the small guys do. So that per lead won't change. It's not a bid strategy. It's not you can outbid someone. The per lead is the same. Now, unlike a home advisor, your per lead is only for your specific company. So in other words, someone will click on the ad, they'll request information, they'll send you a phone call, whatever it is, that's only going to you. It's not going to 14 other shops who are now having to race to the phones to get a response back. It's not. That's one phone call, one person to your company. That's it. That's how that gets billed. And you can set a weekly budget. So you can say, I only want to spend $500 a month or $2,000 a month, whatever it is. You break it down by the week, and you say that's the budget that your home services will show up. So you have that. The other thing that is kind of a game changer with the home services. So the pay per lead is interesting. Ranking it above the AdWords is interesting. One of the real big changes, and we've talked a lot about it, is this move to AI marketing. So as a contractor, you probably go, what the crap is that? Because it sounds like a sci-fi movie, and it kind of is. AI is changing the game. So you've seen these things like the Amazon Echoes or the Google Homes, even Apple Siri, where you search for something and they provide you solutions. So Google in the fall announced that they're going to start promoting trade services. So they were talking about HVAC contractors, plumbing contractors, roofing contractors in their Google Home. So somebody could be in their house and say, hey Google, my toilet's clogged. Google will pull up 3 companies to recommend to that person. And it'll even recommend to complete the task. So it'll even say, hey, would you like me to contact this company for you on your behalf? If you are in the home services group of companies, you have the same search results that you would if you were on a desktop browser. So in other words, if you are in home services, if you're in their geographic area, if you are well ranked by the reviews, your customer can actually order your service from a Google Home, a Google Home Mini, whatever. That is a game changer, because as people get more used to expecting to interact with technology with their voice, your company will be there. So now we're not even talking about page 1 results on Google, right? Like at that point, we're talking about page 0 results. Think about that. So for a lot of companies, they're on page 2, page 3, page 4 of Google, and they're not getting any calls. Now all of a sudden, we're saying take that out of the equation. It's not a page 1 result that we're going for with this method. Now we're saying it's a page 0 result. Somebody staring at their actual clogged sink, someone staring at their broken compressor, they will be able to, with their voice, say, Google, I need a plumber. Your company will rise to those rankings and be one of those 3 that gets brought out. It will change the game. So here's, if you're not in a market yet where that's rolled out, brace for it. It will be nationwide at some point. Right now, it seems like most of the major cities, like if you're in Seattle or Chicago, St. Louis, Tulsa, if you're kind of in a larger market, you're probably going to have this rolled out either now or at some point in the future. And if you're not on it, you really should consider being on it. It's worth the investment. It's worth the placement. They do the background checks of all your techs that are in the field, so that's how they provide the customer service guarantee for Google's customers. But it's another way where we're using technology and the internet to help you get more leads and get more phone calls. That's really what it's all about. And if Google's going to start getting their self and their little, Google Home Minis in front of their customers, we need to make sure your company is also presenting there too, so you get those phone calls from those people who are in need of you. That's what you do. So home service is a great way. It's not replacing AdWords. It's not replacing local search. It's not replacing the Google Map Pack. All of those things are still important. We still have to take care of. But home services is another way to kind of get another angle and another path to your customers. So hope this was helpful to you. There's a lot of new info coming out every day about how AI is changing marketing. So we're staying on top of the industry of how this is impacting HVAC and plumbing contractors just like you. And as we learn more information and as we test things in the field, we'll report back with what we discover. But if you have questions about your business, of how to get the phone to ring more, of how to connect with your customer at the point of need and actually turn them into not just a lead, but to a closed customer, we'd love to help you out. We work again with plumbing contractors, HVAC contractors, all across the country. So let us know. dpmarketing.services is our website. Leave a comment below. Follow us on YouTube. Like us on Facebook. We're always giving out more stuff there too. So I hope this was helpful. Hope you learned something, and we'll talk to you next time.